It was my last morning in Zambia. I wasn't meant to do any filming, but then the lions showed up. Oh my god. A lot of lions. What was supposed to be a peaceful final day turned into one of the wildest mornings I've ever experienced. A lion fight, wild dog puppies, and then I was in the hide alone. Just a few meters away from Africa's iconic species. But the last encounter left me holding my breath. We've had a crazy morning. Today is leaving day and I'm leaving last. My flight is in the afternoon, so I decided to wake up late because we're not doing a drive. There was news that there were lions at the watering hole and there were 4 just resting, relaxing, and then suddenly through a gully, 1 lion, 2, 3, 4, 8 lions showed up. They first started growling, but there were 12 lions all sat together. I've never seen so many lions in one photo. Each new lion stirred tension. We were in shock as more lions showed up.
Oh my god, there's more coming.
Oh my god, this is crazy. However, these fights quickly settled, because this was one big family. What I've now learned is that this very large pride has like a part A and part B, and they basically joined again. It's not often that they see them joined as this like super pride, but then our guide, Elias, came in and said they've got the wild dogs with puppies and they've got an impala kill. And at first I thought he was joking, because after what we'd seen, wild dogs, puppies on a kill is just insane. Wild dogs rarely stay still, but today we got lucky.
I've been caught red-handed. Would you lock me up in your hands and never abandon me again? I've been calling out your name in the storm. Can you hear me in the rain as it's pouring on the streets? Feel like I've been sitting here for weeks waiting on a miracle or somebody to preach to my heart. It hasn't reached to my soul. Whoa, as I was sitting there.
The wild dogs had just hunted an impala, but there was not much left. Everyone had full bellies.
And all I can do is thank you, 'cause a matter of fact is paid all my debts by the grace of the sun. If I was a slave, if I was a slave, if I was a slave, if I was...
The noise had attracted a lone hyena looking for scraps. Hyenas will eat everything, including the bones.
No matter the distance, I follow your plan. Ruling terrain and a fortune of fame. Richer or poor, no matter the name, it don't faze me, 'cause only you faze me.
This pack of wild dogs has 6 puppies. They've already left the den, so they travel with the pack. Wild dogs are always on the move, and the best chance of seeing them is when they're eating or full and digesting. Photographing wild dogs is quite tricky too. They're chaotic, and when there's a large group, it can be difficult to find a composition. I tried to look for individuals on their own, but even when they were relaxing, individuals were always getting up and moving. We drove very quickly and we had maybe like 40 minutes with these wild dogs. They'd already finished the impala, so only the rib cage and some skin was left. And then a hyena came. The wild dogs chased the hyena into a bush, and then in the end the hyena did run off with the leftovers. And then we followed the wild dogs into this like forested area. Honestly, we were with the wild dogs for probably 40 minutes and I was just trying to get as much content, photos, videos, so I don't really know what I shot. In the panic, in the moment, I think it can be a bit tricky to focus on composition, and especially as there were 14 wild dogs, it was hard to pick one to concentrate on. Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I've used Squarespace to build a beautiful, easy to use website that brings together my story, upcoming photo workshops, and soon my shop with 2026 calendars, all in one place. From portfolio galleries to newsletters and digital downloads, everything just works simply and smoothly. If you want to build your own site, head to squarespace.com/daniconnorwild and you can save 10% off a new purchase of a website or a domain. I'm back in the hide, and the reason I'm looking a lot is that the pride of lions are still here. They got moved around because of some buffalo coming in. I currently can see 4 and they're dispersed a lot, so that's prime for hunting. When they work together, they're all dispersed in different locations, but I'm hoping to get them drinking. It is currently 9:20 and I need to be gone at 2, so I have some time. So I'm hoping it gets hot and they will come down to drink. But crazy, 12 lions and 14 wild dogs. It's just wild, and a hyena. I did not expect this on my final morning. Now it's just a waiting game. Soon the first guests arrived at the watering hole, a family of elephants. The hide has 3 heights, so I went down to be eye level with these gentle giants. I will never get tired of being so close to these amazing animals. After spraying themselves with water and rolling in the dust, the elephants moved on. I headed back to the top room for a better view. Just in time for the next guest to arrive. An animal no local ever wants to meet on foot. The African buffalo. Feared for its strength and its tendency to charge without warning. An adult African bull can exceed 1,000 kilograms. They are one of the most dangerous animals on the continent. And I'm alone in a hide with 4 at the watering hole. But since they cannot see me, or at least work out my silhouette, they're very relaxed. Perched on the buffalo's face are red-billed oxpeckers. These small birds feed on ticks, parasites, and even sip blood from open wounds. While the buffalo were distracted with drinking, a lion began to stalk. The lions rose, keeping to the shadows. When suddenly one began to chase the buffalo. But the pride didn't follow. It was a solo attempt, and it failed. Bringing down a buffalo takes serious effort, and it only works when the entire pride hunts in perfect coordination. Yet still another young lion gave it a shot. But this only drove all the prey away. The chase had surely left them thirsty. I got into position at the water level hide. This makes me just meters from the animals. Then finally a lion appeared. My adrenaline kicked in as the lion stared straight at my lens. It couldn't see me, but I'm certain it could hear my heart pounding. The lion walked towards me and then walked up. Moments later, the younger lion who'd joined the buffalo chase came down to drink. Its chin was covered in what looked like quills or spines. What an incredible way to end my time in Zambia. I never imagined I'd have such a close, beautiful encounter with Africa's most iconic animal, completely on my own. I was very lucky in the end to have 2 lions come and drink, and that's it. My adventure in Africa has come to an end. Africa completely exceeded my expectations. We've had unbelievable encounters. We were lucky, but we also went to the right camps at the right time, and that's thanks to Rian and Dusty Boots. So if you're interested in visiting any of these camps, do get in contact with Rian and it will be linked in the description. Okay, I have to go. Sad. As I said goodbye to the elephants, I wondered whether I'd return. Well, I did.